Samantha, welcome. It is great to have you here for our 60 minutes of intermediate vinyasa. As you move in your practice today, please do respect your body, respect your energy, do whatever it is that you need to do in order to feel good as you move and as you breathe. That might be a child's pose, that might be taking a different variation of anything that I offer. We are here to support you, so please do whatever it is that you need to do that and to feel that. Let's get started right away in a child's pose. So that's forehead coming down to the mat, knees wide, hips back, head comes down, and you take the arms long. Okay? Wonderful. So in that child's pose, let's take a deep inhale through the nose and a full exhale through the mouth. And breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through nose. And exhale through mouth. And start to breathe in and out through the nose. Just noticing how your body feels, how your mind feels, how your energy feels. It's like taking your temperature before we start our practice. How are you here showing up on your mat today? No judgment, no stories, just noticing what is. Now, when we get through our practice today, we will shift that energy. We'll shift the state of your mind, breath, and body. To feel just a little more connected to the deeper you, the deeper self that resides within. And specifically today, we're working with the 6th chakra. This is the energy center that is the center of the forehead. And it rules our intellectual capacity, our intuitive capacity, our thoughts, our ability to sense what is happening around us. And the phrase that kept coming to my brain as I was getting ready for this practice and designing what I wanted us to do and move today, the phrase that came to was, my intellect is busy searching around for the right answer. It's trying to decide. But my intuition quietly already knows. Right? My intellect, my rational thoughts, and searching around, so busy for an answer. My intuition already quietly knows. So my intention for us in this practice today is to move from the rational thought to the intuitive ability to really know what our next steps need to be without having to think and decide. Taking the thought and the rationale just a little bit out of it, just for play, just for these 60 minutes. We get to practice this as we move through our shapes. We're going to take some funky transitions, some funky shapes you've probably never seen before. And here's an opportunity to move not with the rational mind, but with the intuitive mind. And try that on for size here today. And if you have another intention for your practice, something else you'd like to dedicate your energies towards, you call it to mind right here, right now. Really breathe in that intention so that you can feel it suffuse the entire body, that all of your movements may be dedicated towards that goal. Full inhale and full exhale. I'm going to gaze forward on the in. You feel like you're drawing on the hands. We're going to move nice and slow on through the belly to a baby cobra. So come forward onto the belly. Roll the shoulders back Take the knees a little closer together, heart lifts. On the exhale, press back through hands and knees, straight into a downward facing dog, straight there. Check out what this downward dog's feeling like. You might need an extra bend into the knees because this is our first down dog of the practice. We haven't done too much warm up. So just feel the stretch along the back body. As you press the hands forward, as you pull the hips up and back. Maybe you even feel the belly start to hollow out a bit, a little lift that happens in the belly button as you press forward in the hands and pull back through hips. On your inhale, come forward to hands and knees. On the exhale, child's pose. Keep the knees a little closer together this time. Inhale, draw the body forward. Baby cobra, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take it back. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, baby cobra, draw the body forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one, hands and knees. Inhale. Child's pose. Exhale. Baby cobra. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. 4 breaths. Maybe you nod the head yes here, shake the head no. Releasing any of the tension that might have built in the neck up through the head. Right? Especially in these days where we're spending so much time staring at our screens, it can create a lot of tension through the upper body, through the eyes, through the neck. So find a little softness here. And then nice and slow, maybe 5 or 6 steps to come all the way to the front of your mat. So nice long walk, long journey to the front of your mat. When you get to the front of your mat, let's put a good bend into the knees. Now I want us to play today with an uttanasana that has a pretty bent knee here. You can really feel the hips drawing back in space, the heart drawing forward. And maybe you're just kind of bobbing the knees, feeling the heart move forward and then drop, and forward and drop. Just warming up the legs. I love today's practice. I feel like it's such a mashup of inspiration I've had recently from some of my favorite teachers. So I'm really excited. This next move is inspired by my darling Yogeshwari, Jess Burton. So we're going to bend the knees. Feel the arms come out nice and wide like wings. Now, with the arms out like a wing, feel the shoulder blades draw a bit together. So shoulder blades draw together. I want you to feel like the back body is going to then lift the heart up. Once you've lifted the heart, straighten the legs, reach the hands up to sky. On the exhale, hands to the heart. Arms up, inhale. Out like wings on the exhale. So we're slowing down this vinyasa. Bend the knees on the inhale. Feel shoulder blades squeeze together. Dive forward on the exhale. Hands down to the ground and we fold. Let's do that again. So bend the knees on the inhale. Draw the shoulder blades together as the arms come out like wings. Lift the body up and then press into the feet to reach all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Arms up, inhale. Arms wide, exhale. Bend the knees, inhale. Feel the shoulder blades together. Exhale, lean forward halfway. And then fold all the way down. Drop the head. Nice work. Little bob, bob, bob in the knees. And breath in. And breath out. Let's step left foot back. And you're going to take the left knee down onto the ground. Now notice here, my body is kind of hanging on my right leg. So here's an opportunity to feel this connection between knee and chest. And if you don't have a connection, that's no problem. But just if it's there, really notice it. And we reach the arms out wide like a T. Once again, feel the shoulder blades draw together. And then inhale to lift the body. Just a new way to find our lunge. From this strength here, let's reach the hands up to sky. We breathe. 2 inhales. And 2 exhales, of course. 1 more lift. And exhale. Hands come down to the ground, half split. Straighten the right leg, press into the right heel, and drop the head. So the Sanskrit word for the sixth chakra is ajna, which means servant. And I really love this because it's that reminder that our head is a servant to the rest of the body, not the other way around. We are not servants to our minds. They are there to support us. Okay, from here, taking the hands, walk them towards the left. You're going to spin the left foot onto the ground as you walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Left hand on the ground, right hand reaches up and over to the back of the room. It's just a little side plank variation. And something I'd like you to do here, can you gaze up at your top arm, that's your right arm, and then gently draw the right arm back. So you start to gaze more towards the ceiling. And then exhale, start to lean the body a little forward, meaning you start to close the chest towards the ground. So just a little play here. Drawing the heart back, it becomes a little more back bendy. And then you draw the heart forward, it becomes a little more strong in the abdomen. One more time, draw the heart back. And draw the heart forward. Release the right hand down to the ground. Start to walk the hands all the way back to the right foot. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Downward facing dog. From here, high plank, inhale. You choose on the exhale if you want to lower all the way down to ground or if you lower halfway. Baby cobra or up dog on your in. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts to sky. Take a nice bend in that right knee. Lift up the knee to open the hip. I like to put a little bend into my left leg, so I remember not to just reach out of it, but to stay engaged in the left quad and in the left leg. Right leg straightens on the inhale, and then step to the front of the mat, exhale. Inhale, gaze forward, fold forward, exhale, left foot meets right. Put a good bend into the knees, reach the arms wide, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then inhale to lift the torso, and then straighten the legs, 2 parts. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms come wide. Bend the knees on the in. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lean forward on the out. Hands down to ground, fold. From here, it is the right leg that steps back. Take the right knee down to the ground. You feel the body hanging a bit over that left leg. And then we take the arms wide, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then lift the heart. From here, hands up to sky. Feel this lift, draw up through the front body, like someone's drawing you up from the navel, up through the front of the head, up through the crown of the head. 2 breaths. Right? Intellect is busy trying to find the right answer. Intuition already has it. Hands down to the ground, half split. Straighten the left leg, drop the head. Again, servant of the mind. Not in charge, just a helper. Okay, we'll walk the hands towards the right. This right foot's going to spin towards the side of the mat, and then right hand on the ground behind you, left hand reaches up and back, side plank variation. And then we just open the heart here, gazing up to the ceiling, and start to close the shoulder off. Inhale to open heart, and exhale to close. Last one, open. Close, exhale. Nice. Hands drop down. Walk back to the left foot. Rebend the left knee. Downward facing dog. Exhale. High plank. Inhale. Exhale to lower, halfway or all. Up dog or your baby cobra. Open heart. Downward facing dog on your exhale. Big breath in. And big breath out. Left leg high, inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip, lift tall through that left knee. Put a little bend into the right knee to feel the stretch between right foot and left knee. Straighten the left leg, inhale. Step between the hands, exhale. Gaze forward, breath in. Fold forward, Uttanasana, exhale. Put a little bend into the knees. Arms reach wide, feel the shoulder blade squeeze. Lift the heart, and then press into the legs, straighten them out. Hands to heart, exhale. Arms up, inhale. Arms wide, exhale. Bend knees, breath in. Fold forward on the out, and then straighten the legs as you fold. We're going to take the left leg back, side number 1, again, on time number 2. Take that left knee down to the ground, arms wide, and then lift up. High lunge, or really a low lunge in Anjaneyasana here. On the exhale, half split. Inhale, walk the hands to the left. Left hand comes down to the ground behind you. Right hand reaches to the back of the room. And then on the exhale, walk the hands back to frame the right foot. Step back, down dog. High plank, inhale. Lower, exhale. Up dog, in. Down dog, out. Right leg high, in. Bend the knee, open the hip out. Leg high, inhale. Step between hands, exhale. A gaze forward on the in. And then step to the front, out. Reach the arms wide, bend the knees. Lift the heart, and then press into the feet to straighten the legs. Hands to heart, exhale. Arms up, in. Arms wide, out. Bend the knees, lean the body forward. And then hands down to the ground. It is your right leg stepping back. Take the knee down, reach the arms wide. Lift the heart and reach the hands up. Inhale. Half split, exhale. Walk the hands to the right. Right hand down to the ground behind you. Left hand reaches up and back, stretch long. And then on the exhale, draw the body forward once again to the left foot. Step back, down dog. High plank, inhale. Lower, exhale. Up dog, in. Down dog, out. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend the left knee. Left leg straightens, in. Step between the hands on your out. Gaze forward, in. Step to front, exhale. Bend the knees, arms wide. Lift the heart, press into the feet. Reach tall. Hands to heart, exhale. Arms up, in. Exhale, arms wide. Bend the knees in. Exhale to fold all the way down. Let's hang here for about 4 breaths. Again, you can start to play and continue to play with this nice bend into the knees so that you feel the belly and the thighs start to draw closer together, maybe even touching. From here, we have an opportunity to play with a crane pose. So you're probably familiar with crow pose, where we have those bent elbows. Traditionally, it was actually called crane pose and was done with some straight arms. Now, going from crow to crane can be a little tough, but if we come from above, it's a little easier to keep the arms straight. So check out how we can play here. Put a good bend into the knees. Feel connection between the belly and the thighs, or the chest and the thighs, just finding some sort of connection. Plant the hands strong onto the ground in front of you, and you find this place where you can even start to feel connection between the upper arms and the knees. Notice how my knees are basically nuzzling into my armpits or pretty close to it. So this is step 1, and this is just a work of flexibility here that you can start to try to find this connection. But now I'm rocking forward and back onto my hands. So as I rock forward and back onto my hands, I can start to lean forward. Gaze comes forward, maybe toes lift off the mat. Here it is in a crane, pretty straight arms, maybe not all the way, but I'm working on it. And so you breathe, and you take another breath. And maybe you're just working on the flexibility, and that's perfect. Work there. Maybe you're working on the strength of this shape, and that's great too. We are just playing wherever we are. Take another breath. And then take the feet down to the ground. Whew. Take a moment to shake out the arms. Nice play, right? Halfway lift, hands come to the shins, extend the spine long. On the exhale, hands down, step or hop back to your vinyasa, or you, of course, can skip it and meet us in downward facing dog. You see what's best for your body. You can take a breath in and a breath out. Nice, gaze forward on the in. Bend the knees on the breath out. Step or hop to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Another opportunity to play. Bend the knees. Create connection between the thighs and the chest. Maybe this is all you're doing, is seeing where you need to bend your knees to create that connection. Once you've got it, maybe the hands come down to the ground or even onto blocks or books. And you can play with bringing some more weight into the hands. And you play, play, play. And maybe in that play, the feet leave the ground, but they don't have to. Isn't that so lovely? They don't have to, right? It is just a play. And of course, if you want to shoot back to your chaturanga from here, go for it. If you're like, no thanks, Sam, feet can come down to the ground and we'll meet in downward facing dog. I'm going to just simply step back. When you get to that down dog, take a moment to check in, to feel your breath, to feel your energy, to feel what is going on in your body at this moment. Each moment is a new moment. When we approach it with beginner's mind, we have an opportunity to choose how to proceed from a more intuitive place. Nice. So we're going to take a little funky movement to begin our next flow. So I'm going to invite you to take your knees down to the ground for a moment. Check out the video here so that you know where we're going to go before we move it. I think it'll be a little easier if you don't feel like you have to stare at me. We're going to do a cosmic high five. I'm so excited for this shape. I learned it recently from a teacher of mine, Francesca Bove, and I love it. I feel so good when I do it, and I hope you enjoy it too. So we're going to high five the universe. Here's what we're going to do. So check it out. I'm going to do it first, and then we'll all do it together. We're going to lift the right leg up into the sky, just like we've been doing. Bend the right knee and open the hip, again, as we've been doing. From here, you're going to start to take that right knee. It's going to come underneath the body, okay? Knee comes underneath the body. Notice how my left leg is starting to spin down, the heel spinning down. Now, as I come underneath, right foot's going to hit the ground as well. Toes are pointing to the back of my mat, and then pressing into my right hand. Left hand, cosmic high five. Hello, stars. You just high five the sky. It's amazing. And then that left hand comes back down, and right leg will lift up to the sky, and then we'll move it into a lunge. Now, if taking that shape is not for your shoulders, not for your body, feel free to stay with your open hip, or to even take this into a fallen triangle with the left foot on the ground straight. All are great options. Let's get ready to play. So, downward facing dog, my friends. Cosmic high fives. Love it so much. We're going to inhale to reach the right leg to sky. Bend the knee, open the hip out to the side. Reach up tall. On the exhale, right knee draws underneath the body, crosses over to the left side. Remember to spin on your left leg. Right foot comes down, toes point towards the back, press into the left hand, left hand, cosmic high five, reach that palm towards the ceiling, inhale. On the exhale, left hand comes down, right leg lifts to sky, inhale. And then we step between the hands for our high lunge. Come on up. Right? It feels so good. So good. Breath in. Hands to heart, exhale. Keep this bend in the right knee. We're just playing a little bit here. Lean the body forward. Keep the bend in the right knee. A bent knee, warrior three. So right knee is bent. You just are testing your balance a bit. And then take that left foot back down to the ground. High lunge. Warrior two. Exhale. When you come to warrior two, it's like this ready for battle moment, but in the most peaceful sense of the word. Right? Prepared. Let's put it that way. You are just prepared. Peaceful warrior, right hand high. Inhale. On the exhale, rainbow warrior. Straighten the right knee. Bend the left. The ball of the right foot lifts off the mat. The hands reach to the back of the room, and the gaze draws forward. Peaceful on the inhale, right knee bends. Lift the right hand. And on your exhale, spin both hands down to frame the right foot. Step back, high plank, vinyasa, or meet us a downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Okay, side number two. Left leg high. Bend the left knee, open the hip. Again, you might be staying here, or that left knee draws underneath the body. comes down to the ground. Toes point to the back of the room. Press into the left hand and then right hand. High five in. On the exhale, right hand down. Flip yourself over. Left leg goes high. Step between the hands. Face the world. High lunge. Reach up. Hands to heart. Exhale. Test the balance. Lean the body forward. A bend in the left knee. Lean, 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 lean forward. Take it back. High lunge. Arms up. Warrior two. Exhale. Prepared. We breathe. Oh, those cosmic high fives, they're no joke. You feel the energy move. You feel the prana move. Reverse or peaceful warrior. Left hand is tall. Rainbow warrior. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Peaceful. Inhale. Vinyasa. Exhale, or you skip it. You might meet a sit down dog. Choose what you need to do. Breath in and breath out. From here, we start to build. We're going to build on this flow, build on that movement of energy. Remember, intellect is the servant of our intuition. Let's trust and move from that deeper embodied place. Right leg high, inhale. Bend the knee, open hip. Take the right leg underneath you, cosmic high five, feet on the ground. Press into the right hand, left hand reaches up, hello. And then left hand down, right foot into sky. Step between the hands. High lunge, face the world. Hands to heart, keep the bend in the right knee. Lean the body forward, testing the waters. Take it back, high lunge. Warrior two, exhale. Peaceful, in. Rainbow, out. Peaceful, in. And then let's take it to extended side angle. Now, here's something I'd like to invite for you for your extended side angle today. Can you feel the right arm on the inside of the right leg, arms straight? Your fingers don't have to reach the ground, but press right arm into right leg, left hand straight up into the sky. So you are reaching wide here, and you are pulling the arms apart, feeling that strength. From here, left hand can wrap behind the back body. Option. We're going to lift to a reverse warrior, to our peaceful warrior. So right hand reaches all the way up. Once you've got that peaceful warrior, maybe right elbow bends to pat yourself on the back. Maybe left hand meets it behind so that you have your Gomukhasana arms. Great time to use a towel or anything else you need. Again, this is always optional. You might just have one hand tapping yourself on the back. But from here, straighten the right knee. And keeping the arms, feel this right elbow you forward for your triangle pose. So right elbow draws you forward as the tailbone draws you back. Again, your hands might be separated here. Support yourself. Take another inhale. Take an exhale. Breath in. On the exhale, release the arms. Right hand is down, left hand is high. Regular triangle. Take a moment. Be right here. Feel the energy in this shape. The wide, broad collarbones. The length down the spine. From here, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Bend the right knee. Right hand can come down to the ground or a block in front of you. Left foot lifts to sky. Left hand lifts to sky. Again, reaching the body wide, saying, I am open to the messages, to the intuition. I'm not going to close it off with all of my thinking and doing. I am going to be. If you want to take Chopasana variation, you can take the left hand around the left foot, draw the heart forward and the foot back, opening the body. And we're going to slowly release that lifted foot if you have it. Release it from your hand. Land back to peaceful warrior. Come all the way back. Right hands up. And on the exhale, spin both hands down to the ground. You decide if you want a vinyasa or if you are good and you're going to meet us in downward facing dog. Today our movements are no joke because My goodness, our minds are strong, right? Let's do side number 2. Left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Take the left knee underneath the body. Coming to our cosmic high five. Land the feet, toes towards the back of the mat. Reach up through the hand. And then on the exhale, right hand down, left leg high. Step between the hands. High lunge, arms reach. Hands to heart, keep the bend in the left knee. Lean the body forward. And then step back, high lunge. Warrior 2, exhale. Nice, you find that warrior 2, and then peaceful warrior on your inhale. I'm just fixing my microphone. Rainbow warrior, exhale. Peaceful on the in. And then extended side angle, left arm to the inside of the left leg, right hand straight up to sky. Press arm and leg together. Reach, reach, reach. You breathe. And then this right hand, wrap it behind your back. Reach the left hand up, peaceful warrior. Perhaps bend the left elbow, tap yourself on the back. Right hand comes up to meet it, potentially, maybe, doesn't have to. Let me straighten the left leg. Lean the body forward. Here's that triangle with our arms. Pull the left elbow forward, pull the right elbow back. Strong in the feet. We breathe. One more inhale. And then left hand drops, right hand high. So wide in our triangle pose. Maybe you find the twist a little more now that you don't have the crazy arm variation. Might be very helpful. We're going to bend the left knee, extend half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Left knee bends, hand comes to block or earth. Right leg into sky, right hand into sky. If you choose, maybe right knee bends, maybe you take the right foot, opening the heart. There are always options, so please find yours. And then right leg extends, and we take it back, peaceful warrior. Inhale, reach tall. Vinyasa, exhale. Flow or meet in down dog. Okay, my friends, we've got one more side, one more time to play. So let's again set this intention of moving with intuition, just sensing where the body needs to move next, not getting too caught up in the thoughts, just being and breathing. Okay, right leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. Take the right knee underneath the body, cosmic high five, press into the feet, lift the left hand tall. And on the exhale, left hand down, right leg high in. Step between the hands, high lunge, arms reach up. Hands to heart with your bent knee, lean the body forward, lift left foot up. And then take it back, high lunge. Warrior 2, exhale. Peaceful, in. Rainbow, out. Peaceful, in. And then extended side angle. From our extended, drop the left hand behind the back. Peaceful on the inhale, reach the right hand tall. Grab your Gomukhasana arms. Different this time. Instead of going to triangle, we're going to go straight to half moon. So lean the body forward. Maybe you keep the arms as you pull right elbow forward, left elbow back. See what happens. You got to drop the arms, you got to drop the arms, but try to keep them. Breathe into this shape. Find your length. Perhaps you keep the arms, chair pose. If you had to drop the arms, you drop the arms. Let's refine Gomukhasana. Right elbow on top, left elbow underneath. New leg, eagle pose. Right leg lifts up and over. So let's bend the left knee deep, sit back into the hips. We feel the pull of the elbows. Notice how this eagle feels different with the arms not in front of our bodies. You feel a little more clear, a little more open, the vision unencumbered. You see the next step right here. Release the arms, reach the hands up to sky, feel some freedom here. If you need to shake out the arms, shake out the arms. Almost there. Lift, right knee to chest, right knee up. Tree pose, right foot to the inside of the thigh, calf, or ankle. Whew. Arms can be up and wide, hands can be at heart. You see what works for you. Yeah, this is not easy, that is okay. Always a good reminder. Can you settle into some stillness here? Your strength. Take another inhale. Full exhale. Okay. Feet are going to return to ground. A little chair pose. New leg once again. We're going to lift the left foot. So the knees are going to touch. Lift the left foot off the mat. Lean the body forward. So my knees are touching. Hands are coming down to the ground. Keep the knees together or as close together as they can. And I'm going to really drop the head. My goal is standing split. So I'm going to keep the knees together. I'm going to drop the upper body as much as I can. And then we're going to kick left leg straight up into the sky. Straight up into the sky. If you have a handstand hop here, if you have a wall, feel free to start to practice that forward and back motion. Little hops to lean the body forward, to find some lift, see what works in your body. You take 2 more hops. And then we'll slowly take the foot down, step back, find down dog. If you want a vinyasa, it is there for you. Oh my goodness. Hopefully your mind doesn't have too much room right now. Maybe you can feel and take a peek at something a little deeper. So we've got one more side. We've got one more side till we take it down. So let's get to it. Left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then left leg underneath the body. Take the feet down. Last cosmic high five. Really mean it. Right hand reach. And then right hand down to the ground. Left leg high. Step between the hands. High lunge, arms reach. Hands to heart on the exhale. Lean forward, lift the right foot. And then take that right foot back. High lunge. Warrior 2, exhale. Peaceful, in. Rainbow, out. Peaceful, in. Extended side angle, exhale. Take a moment here. Wrap right hand behind the back. Peaceful inhale. And then you're going to bend the left elbow, pat yourself on the back, Gomukhasana arms, find it. And then half moon. Maybe you keep the arms. If you need to drop them, you do. Reach, reach, reach through that left elbow. Reach through the left elbow, reach through the left or right heel. Take another breath. Slowly to chair. Slowly to chair. Again, if you lost the arms, you find them again. Sit back deep. Eagle legs, left over right. We're on a new leg. Just notice that, okay? That's how we build some more longevity into this shape. Woo. If you fall out, you fall out. If your body's saying no more longevity, that's fine. Trust is all is meant to be. Okay, V for victory with the arms. Release them. Find a little shake, shake, shake. Left knee to chest, inhale. Tree pose. Left foot to inner thigh, to calf, to ankle. You choose what you need. And we breathe. After all of the movement, after all of the turnings of the mind, we start to slow. Right, in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga is the cessation of the turnings of the mind. Turnings of the mind, that's our intellect. Start to release them here. Okay, bring left knee back to center, chair pose. Right leg. So we're going to squeeze the knees together. Right foot's going to lift up. Lean the body forward and down. Keep connection to start. I want you to start with thinking about dropping the torso and dropping the head. And then it's like you're trying to shoot the right foot straight up into the sky for your standing split. You might be good right here, or you start to take some more weight into the hands, feeling some little handstand hops, weight moving forward to the toes, lifting high. You press into the hands. Take another 2 breaths. Return back to downward facing dog. If you want a vinyasa, it's our final one, you take it. If you're done, you're done. And then let's take knees down to the ground. We're going to sit into a hero's pose. So in heroes, knees are together, hips, heels are wide. If your hips come down to the ground, great. If they don't, you can use a block or a blanket underneath the hips so you have a place to rest. If this is too intense, Sukhasana, a regular cross-legged seat, is perfect. Now I'd like us to take a mudra here. It's called the mudra of unshakable trust. Such a good name. Mudra of unshakable trust. You clasp the hands and you feel the arms pull apart. So the fingers are clasped right in between the base knuckle and the second knuckle of the fingers. And you feel this pull. So it's like you're kind of stuck on the knuckles. And the elbows come wide. It sits right here at your heart. Right? Unshakable trust. That it feels like it could pull apart at any moment, but it doesn't. The key to intuition is trust in ourselves and trust in a deeper self. That the intellect, the chitta vritti, the turnings of the mind don't have to turn so fast. They don't have to churn so fast because we're not looking to outside for solution. Instead, we dive deeper. Maybe you notice in your practice thus far today, if you felt like you were moving from your intellect or if you were moving from your intuition, no judgment or praise based on the answer, just information. All right, I offer out intention, offer out suggestion of what I tend to see in myself and in the world. And if you also experience it, great, you are now aware. That's all there is. If you don't experience it, great, you see that it exists. I'd like us to move into a little mantra here today. So we're going to use this mudra, this hand shape of this unshakable trust, and then we're going to move the mudra into lotus. So lotus mudra is the thumbs and the pinkies together, the 3 middle fingers wide. So it becomes like this little flower right at the heart. So let's do that movement first. So unshakable trust, elbows wide, and then lotus. Unshakable trust wide, and lotus. Maybe it becomes an inhale for unshakable trust, an exhale for lotus, the sweetness. Inhale, unshakable. Exhale to lotus. Let's add our mantra. So unshakable trust. So we're going to say trust in me. That's our lotus. Trust, unshakable, in me for the lotus. You might say it out loud. Trust in me. Trust in me. Trust in me. Let's keep going about 5 more rounds. Trust in me. Trust in me. Trust in me. Trust in me. Last one like you really mean it. Trust in me. Hold. Stay right here. Dip the head towards the flower of your being, of your essence, to your deepest self. All right, we've created that channel, that conduit to the deeper self, to the intuitive body. On your next breath, you can open up your eyes, you can release the arms. Let's take the hips to one side, feet to another. You can remove your block. We're going to come into our double pigeon here. So in double pigeon, we'll start with the right shin parallel to the top of the mat. Left shin comes on top. So we want ankle on top of knee and knee on top of ankle. So I think about it like that. If I'm looking down, it's almost as if I can't see my right shin because my left shin is directly on top of it. Now that might be like kind of like this for your body, depending on what's going on in your hips. So we have lots of options. Option one, if you're feeling like you can't really get into this shape comfortably, is to sit on some padding. If you sit on a block or a blanket or anything, it'll help move the legs down. You can get a little more stability. If that's not good, you can also even put blocks underneath either of the knees. Again, pillows work, anything you need. Last one that I'll offer out, maybe your right leg lengthens out and this just becomes a figure four, okay? See what works best for you. And what I'm gonna invite for you, whether you have one foot here or two, is to take your hands to the feet and gently press on the feet. So we press on the feet, we feel the knees moving, just a little bit, a little engagement in the hips. If you want to fold more forward, you can. Again, you do what works for you in your body. Everyone's hips are built differently. But if you are pressing onto the feet, you feel that solidness, stability. Maybe you feel that that solidness, that stability is of the deeper self. Three breaths. Lift the body up. Release the legs, release your shape, take away any padding if you need. You can shake, shake, shake out the legs. And we do side number two. Left leg parallel to the front of the mat, right leg on top, ankle on top of knee, knee on top of ankle. Again, aiming to not have any of the feet really drawn in, but creating these 90-degree angles at the knees, pretty much 90. If you need padding, you sit on padding. If you need to take left leg long, you take left leg long. And when you're ready, you press into the feet and maybe do a little lean forward. All right, remembering that the important piece is not the exact shape that our bodies make. It's not that we're trying to get anywhere. It's the intention we put forth into the shape. It's noticing what we feel in the asana, in the seats that we take. All the different shapes, it's just like little costumes that we put on. Little ways of being that we get to try on for size for a few breaths, a few minutes. To stimulate those other parts of our mind and energy. Right? You may not be a warrior, but you have moments of feeling like a warrior in your regular day. Moments where you embody the energy of a tree or embody the energy of rest. So we take the shapes, we get to see how we react. And then invite ourselves to move deeper from the place of the intellect to the place of intuition. On your next inhale, lift the body up. Unwind your legs, give a little shake, shake, shake. Last shape before our Shavasana. Let's take the legs wide. I'm going to face toward you. This is Uttanavista Konasana. Again, you might be sitting on some padding here. That might feel really nice in your body. You sit up tall, and as you're ready, maybe you're leaning a little forward. Maybe sitting up tall is your work. Maybe you lean a little more forward. What I would invite for you is to keep the toes pointing up. So not letting them drop in, keep them pointing up, and then use the upper body to fold forward. You see how far your body wants to go, and you breathe. And feeling a release through the jaw, through the neck, through the back body, and then in through the hips and the legs. We've done so much effort today. We've high-fived the universe multiple times, cosmic high fives. Time to let that energy settle, that energy rest. Inhale to press into the hands to lift the body up. Gently use the arms to draw the legs back together. Let's come to lay down on backs, getting ready for Shavasana. As you lay down here, wiggle the feet out, a little side to side, wiggle the hands out, a little side to side. Eyes can close, breath can be. See if you can feel the... And then the head get just a little heavier. So it's as if each part of the body just slowly goes into a resting state, which helps our minds also go. Sometimes we have to teach our bodies and our minds that it is okay to rest. It is okay to pause. Take a deep inhale. Full exhale. Slowly bring movements to fingers and toes, gently waking the body up. And take your time. You'll bend the knees, walk the feet closer to the hips. Take a moment to feel the solidity of the feet on the ground. Connection to earth. You roll onto your side, press into your hands to come up to a seated position. Eyes closed, hands pressed together at your heart. Actually, let's take our mudra, our unshakable trust, clasping the fingers underneath the knuckles, drawing the elbows out. Setting that intention, moving forward with a little more trust in ourselves, particularly in our deeper selves, not the part that's running around, but the part that is watching us run around. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale positive energy to someone in the world that needs it. Inhale. And exhale gratitude to our healthcare workers, to those on the front lines. Inhale. Exhale compassion, clear-sightedness to our leaders, our community leaders. Inviting that all of these people, the people that need positive energy, the healthcare workers, our community leaders, can they all find trust within themselves from that deeper place. We'll take our mudras one more time, our mantra one more time. Trust. Feel the elbows go wide. In me, taking it to that lotus. One more. Trust. Elbows wide. In me, hold that lotus. The light in me, very humbly bow, so that same light in each one of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. I truly appreciate it. These are all offered by donation. If you feel called to contribute, you can go over to Venmo. I'm at Samantha-Attard, and that information is over on my Instagram profile. We'll be back on Thursday for meditation at 7 p.m., beginners yoga Saturday 12:15, and Sunday night yin at 7 p.m. They're all delightful. It's great to be here with you. The replays are up on spirocollective.com/videos. We're uploading them once again, which is great. And the greatest gift of all is if you share this with a friend, with someone else you think that might appreciate these practices. And of course, I always love to hear your feedback in direct messages, in comments on my website. Thank you so much for practicing with me, friends.